Alright guys, welcome. Today we are going to put a GoPro camera onto the Bugs 4W drone, as you can see there. What we've used, guys, as you can see, is the original connections that you might use on a motorbike, a car, a helmet or something like that. But quite simply, we've just stuck it straight onto the bottom of the drone. Now, I do have a little bit of a problem with it, and I'll explain it in just a moment. However, what I can say is having two cameras on the drone really improves the scope, the sight, the different angles that you can get, and we'll look at some examples of that a bit later. So basically all I did was I took the full kit that you can purchase on eBay, Lazada, Alibaba or anything, and I fitted it using the adhesive sticker to the bottom of the camera. Now, the weight is the biggest concern with this. Now, the 4W, Bugs 4W is quite a big drone. It's not a pocket-sized drone. It's rather sizable. And I found that the weight of the camera only offered minor effects to the overall flying. A bit like driving a truck compared to driving a car. Yeah, it was a little bit slower in its reactions, and there was a couple of times there it dipped and it looked like it was actually going to hit the ground, but then it restabilized itself. So my biggest problem with the actual connector is the weight in the joint box. So the piece of plastic and the metal screw that goes between the faceplate and the frame was definitely the heaviest part of the whole fitting. And if I could do it again, I would like to try and find a frame. As you can see there, you can see the big handle on the right hand side, and that bit of plastic there, that is where all the weight come from. Probably about a good 10-15% of the weight was just in that one junction box. So one of the problems that we have is by putting it on the bottom, you lose the landing capability of the unit, so it's got to land into your hand, or actually, as you can see, I just used the box for takeoff. Yeah, so stuck the camera in the box, and it took off rather easily from there. When I don't want to use the GoPro, I can easily disconnect the camera and just leave that sticky plate on there. So here it is flying. So let's have a look here. So as I said, guys, what you need to do is you need to have a bit of a watch, and you'll see that at one point there it will dip. So its rotational movement didn't change. It spun around okay. It seemed to take off forward and backwards okay, and likewise with its side movements. The only big real change was, I suppose, on the forward and backward movements where I got up some speed. It did take a little bit longer to slow down, and on the up and down movements, it struggled a little bit at times in finding where it wanted to be. Now, I was flying very low. I only went to this little construction site here to give it a bit of a test, and for the purpose of that, I kept it very, very low. I didn't take it too high at all. But it seemed to work okay. As I said, the Bugs 4W is a rather large unit, and the extra weight of the GoPro didn't seem to have a major or dangerous level of change to the unit. If you could find a lighter camera, I think it would work. But the GoPro 5 isn't too heavy, so it is at a stand. I wouldn't go any heavier, put it that way. So there we are, we're getting rather low there, and then off it goes again. Yeah, that just dipped a little bit. I didn't do that. That was actually the system itself. The machine itself actually dropped, and I had to induce it to get up nice and high again, because it for some reason it just lost it. I think it thought it was going to land. But the vision is the big thing, guys. The vision, look, I was really impressed, even though when I do show you the comparison footage here at the end of this, there I am landing it, by the way. when I do show you the comparison footage at the end of this video, you might see that the GoPro video is rather dull. We did do it late in the afternoon around sunset, and I didn't change the settings on the GoPro. So disregard the light level. That can be adjusted in the GoPro quite easily. But what you'll see is two very different pictures, and I was quite impressed by the GoPro over the actual inbuilt camera in the Bugs 4W. It's really good fun. The kids, I think some of these kids, it was the first time they ever seen a drone. I'm not sure you can see, guys, but I actually live in suburban Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I've been here for about 6 or 7 years, and it's an amazing place to live. The people are just fantastic here in Vietnam. And yeah, for kids to see a drone like this was just pretty amazing. It was a lot of fun for them. So yes or no, I reckon it's great having the GoPro on the on the drone. Here we are with another landing, and all you got to do is make sure your fingers get across the sensor. And here is some footage, firstly with the camera. So as you can see, if you look at the top of the screen, you can see that line there, how those lines are not straight. They've got that little bend in them. Okay, as opposed to the GoPro Hero 5, it's a little bit darker, but you can see those lines of the boundary lines are a lot straighter. That was one thing that I could quite easily see. Now, putting them together, as you can see, the GoPro will give you more horizon on a low shot, and that's really where the GoPro comes into it. When you want to have those low shots, it gives you a full camera effect rather than the look down effect of the Flycam. Yeah, albeit the Flycam footage is quite good at times. But it doesn't give the same picture, the same frame that that's available on the GoPro stuck underneath. I wonder what it's like to stick it on top. Maybe that could be another option for a different angle. Yeah, but something we'll do another day. So guys, there it is. A great addition to my camera. I can't wait to get it out by the river and take some shots with it on the weekend. So thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for another video soon.